Throughout the first half, the Saints' defense was stellar, especially on third down. The Eagles converted just 1 of 6 chances through the first 2 quarters.
He's very dangerous when he gets outside the pocket, so our mental focus was to keep him inside the pocket and make the receivers make the plays.
They didn't, not in the first half anyways, but one Saints receiver did. Last week, Reggie Bush scored his first NFL touchdown. This week, veteran Joe Horn got into the end zone for the first time since September 11th, 2005. His score pushed the lead to 10-0.
That was a great read on Joe's part. That's just that's a route where he's got kind of a 3-way option, really a 4-way option. You know, he can hook it up, he can run through, he can pivot out, or he can take it over the top. And he chose, you know, option D, and ended up being the right choice.
I told him, you know, don't let him forget who you are. I mean, you're still a great receiver. You've been playing this game your whole life, and I told him today was going to be his day.
It was a nice day for Breeze as well. He connected on his first 9 passes. His first incompletion came in the second quarter, and it was also his first INT since week 2.
Unfortunately, that's part of the game sometime, but, you know, obviously the ball is in my hands, and that's a big responsibility that I have. So don't want to make a habit of that, and I won't.
The pick wouldn't hurt the Saints on the scoreboard, though. Later in the half, the Eagles would add a field goal, and the Saints offense would go cold, punting on 3 straight possessions, until yet another special teams play that would swing the field position and momentum in the Saints' favor.
Wynn calls for a fair catch, runs into his own man. Don't know if it touched him or not. It's picked up by Copper.
And what little momentum the Saints had lost, they got right back when Breeze found Marcus Colston for a 7-yard touchdown to give the Saints a 17-3 halftime lead. But in the second, the Eagles countered. 21 unanswered points. Reggie Brown started the rally with a 60-yard catch and run. Then L.J. Smith added a 4-yard score, and Brown would cap it off with a 15-yard reverse. After just a quarter and 6 seconds, a 17-3 lead evaporated into a 24-17 deficit.
A team like that, they thrive on the big play, and you know they're going to make their plays too. #1 offense in the league coming into this game. You know, we were able to limit that in the first half for the most part, but then coming back in the second half, they got a few on us.
This isn't the first time we've been down. We were down in Lambeau Field, 13-0 right off bat, and you know, last week we was playing against the Buccaneers and we were down. And you know, we just try not to quit, you know, because we got the fans here and a lot of people pulling for us. So you know, we're out there and just working hard.
New Orleans would regroup with another touchdown from a fan favorite. Joe Horn's second score tied the game back up at 24.
We felt like coming out on that, you know, bootleg that we had already run once or twice, that we felt like we'd get those guys sitting and get Joe, you know, to run a pump and get by him. And sure enough, he did. And you know, it drew up just like we had expected, and it ended up being a huge play for us.
He had all day to throw the ball. It was a tough coverage, all that field, you know, and Joe Horn running double moves on you. I mean, it's tough.
And so was the defense when they needed to be. A big third down stop gave the offense the ball back with 8:26 left on the clock. Philly would never touch the ball again.
To see him take a knee for about 2 minutes, I mean, it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking because, you know, they did what they had to do in order to win the game.
Don't get me wrong, I want to score touchdowns, but they have no timeouts, and I'm holding all the cards at that point in regards to the clock.
And so was the final score after John Carney's 31-yard field goal gave the Saints a 27-24 win and a 5-1 record.
Actually, Coach Payton came up to me in the fourth quarter after we scored a touchdown, we kicked off, and I was coming off the field, and he said, "You're going to win the game. You're going to win a game for us today." So I was hoping he was talking about the football game and not a card game.
I think we beat a pretty good team today. And I think we're a pretty good team.
Drew Brees completed 27 passes to 10 different receivers today. During that final drive, he was a perfect 7 for 7. He finished with 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions on the afternoon. The 100-yard mark not eclipsed by a Saints running back today. Deuce carried the most, 12 times for 64 yards. Reggie Bush rushed 11 times for 25 yards, and seldom used Aaron Stecker even had 9 yards on 3 carries. Joe Horn finally making some noise today. 6 grabs, 110 yards receiving, and those 2 touchdowns. Another touchdown went to Marcus Colston. He caught 4 passes, averaging 10 yards per catch. 10 passes went to the running backs. Deuce had 6, and Reggie had 4. It's the best start for the Saints since 2001, when New Orleans opened the season 6-1 and still managed to miss the playoffs. Faces still around that were on that team talk about a new attitude brought about by some fresh faces on this team. Juan Kincaid caught up with one of those new guys after the game.
All right, Scott, here with Mark Semino, former Philadelphia Eagle, and I know it felt good for you guys, you and Thomas, to go against your former mates.
Yeah, it felt good. You know, obviously to be on the winning side of it feels really good. It was just a well-fought game. You know, it was a lot of ups and downs, and you know, we started out strong, and we kind of let them back in the game, and then just came charging back. So it was a good game.
Can you sum up your emotions between you and Hollis before this game started? And the defense was very intense early on. And to get a defensive stop in the end to stop this really helps.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we just want to come out aggressive. We know the kind of team they are. You know, they came into the game 4-1. We were 4-1. We knew it was going to be a good matchup, and we just felt like just wanted to get after it.
You leave a team that's obviously going to be a playoff contender for the rest of the year to come to a team that traditionally has not been in the thick of any kind of playoff race for a while, but now they are as they go into the bye week. Talk about how that feels when you go from one to the other.
Well, you know, it was a quick change. You know, I wasn't expecting a trade or anything like that. But then when I came here and saw what Coach Payton was all about, and the guys we had in this locker room, you know, I was really excited about what we could do. So, you know, it's been a really positive for me.
It's a 21-point turnaround in that third quarter with Donovan McNabb really just picking apart the Saints defense. What happened on the final drive for them in the fourth quarter? What changed?
You know, we just made the plays when we had to. You know, that was the main thing. You know. A guy like Donovan McNabb, he's going to make his plays during the game, and you know, he just kind of had to hit a stretch there, and where he did it, and then you know, we got back and made plays at the end when we needed to.
Was there an emphasis being stressed amongst the defensive players to look, our opportunity to make another stop is going to come. Let's put these 3 touchdowns behind us. It's going to come eventually when it matters most.
Yeah, we had to reestablish ourselves in the game. Just find a way to stop them and get our offense back on the field because they were playing so well.
All right, Mark, thanks.
All right.
Still to come on fourth down, Drew Brees made sure the Eagles offense didn't even have a chance to win the game.
That's when games are won a lot of the time. So, you know, if you could be at your best in the fourth quarter, that's what counts.
When we come back, Juan Kincaid takes a closer look at the Saints' game-winning drive. And a little bit later, after LSU's easy win over Kentucky, where do they sit in the BCS standings? Eight-year-old Cameron Stibe from Thibodaux with the pregame coin toss today at the game this afternoon. Cameron suffers from a rare disorder that affects the nervous system called Lee's disease. He spent Saturday at practice with the Saints, and after today's game, he was in the locker room where the team gave him the game ball.
We had a visitor this whole week. His name's Cameron Stibe, and we gave him the game ball. We had his parents in the locker room, and he's a little boy that makes you as a player and a coach, and you just had to be in the locker room. I mean, he's a big Saints fan. He was at practice on Saturday, and you know, I'm just glad we were able to make him smile today. I don't know how many smiles he's got left, but we made him smile today.
Definitely puts the win in perspective. Sean Payton back with the Giants during the 2001 NFC Championship game remembers a fourth quarter in which his offense was on the field so long, he says the Minnesota Vikings didn't even get an offensive snap. Today's game-clinching drive, not that long, but it was just as big. Juan Kincaid with more.
It's all about seizing the moment.
Yeah, just make plays. You know, just make plays.
With the game on the line and 68,000 Saints faithful holding their collective breath, Drew Brees never exhaled.
To do cool customer, you know. It was definitely kind of a sense of urgency, though, for us saying, okay, you know, enough messing around. They've taken the lead. This is time for us as an offense to answer.
The game's final drive was also the Saints' longest drive of the day, ending in points. 16 plays, 72 yards, ending up with a John Carney field goal to win the game. As for Drew Brees, he was sharp once again. 7 throws, 7 completions.
Get in the fourth quarter, and that's when games are won a lot of the time. So, you know, if you could be at your best in the fourth quarter, that's what counts.
The final drive began on the Saints' own 15-yard line, and Brees was on target from the get-go, methodically picking apart the Philly defense. Short passes, short runs, and a couple of penalties later, and Brees had driven the Saints into John Carney territory. Brees says Sean Payton's play calling against a familiar foe made all the difference down the stretch.
Coming into this game, you know, we knew Coach Payton was 9-6 against this Eagle team as a play caller. And after winning this game, he's now 10-6. I'd say it's a pretty good record against, you know, an Eagle team that's, you know, played the caliber of football that they have for the last, you know, 6-7 years.
Our investment was in that person, and he's been outstanding. He's been outstanding.
It's an investment that, so far, has paid huge dividends. From the Superdome, I'm Juan Kincaid, 4th down on 4.
Marcus Colston had just one catch on that final drive, but his touchdown earlier in the game helped make the game-winning field goal possible. Juan caught up with the rookie receiver after the win.
All right, Scott, we're here with Marcus Colston. Talk about the touchdown for yourself in the late game.
I mean, it was a play where, they just wanted to get the ball in my hands and, see if I could, get my way in the end zone. And, fortunately, I was able to do that.
The last drive by Drew Brees, he started the game 9 for 9, very hot, opened the Philly defense up, ended the game 7 of 7. What changed in between there where the team had trouble moving the ball?
I mean, playing against a team like Philadelphia, I mean, you're not going to be, perfect for a whole game. Their defense was able to come out and make some plays, but, as an offense, we were able to, fight back, and, Drew got back into that rhythm, and we were able to close the game out.
I was going to ask you what then changed once again when that final drive of the game where you marched it all the way down 85 yards and get, 72 yards to get the field goal. What changed, I guess, as far as the offensive execution?
I think, it's a very strong-willed team, and, once we got the ball back, we were determined to go down and, and put the game away, and we were able to do that.
You've been overshadowed by Reggie Bush in this whole rookie experience thing, but you've been probably the most effective rookie in the NFL. Talk about your first 6 games in the league.
First and foremost, we're 5-1 in those 6 games. That's the most important thing to me. And I just want to, continue to do whatever it takes to help this team win, whatever it is.
You always talked about how the NFL, it may be faster, but it's not a league that's overwhelmed you. Does it still feel the same way?
Yeah, I mean, as the season continues, there's going to be more and more wrinkles, thrown in, and just more things to digest mentally. But it's a process, and as long as I approach it like that, and just come focused every day, I should be all right.
How are you going to spend your off week?
I'm going on a little vacation and get away.
All right, Marcus, thanks.
All right, man.
There's more to come on 4th.